Hi, I'm Bert McCarty again from Clemson University on a beautiful late March day, and we're here today to do a poll videos on what we've seen this past year, which would be the winter of 2022 and 2023. Mr. T. Studemeyer is my excellent technical expert on this electronics, and so we'll get started. Okay, our first treatment, of course, is the untreated, and you can see a heavy population of poa. It also has some broadleaf weeds such as chickweed and maybe some henbit and maybe a little parsley pierre. Again, today is March the 30th. This trial was started back in November of 2022. So treatment untreated. All right, treatment number 2 is curb. Curb was applied at 1/4 pound AI back in early November. And so we do have some suppression of the poa compared to the untreated, but probably not to a commercially acceptable level. So again, 1/4 ounce AI of curb per acre. Next treatment is also curb, applied in early November, but this was applied at 1/2 pound AI. So obviously a doubling of the rate of the previous treatment. And so much better results here. Again, this was applied in early November of 2022. Today is next to last day of March 2023. Again, very good poa control, even pretty good broadleaf weed control. Not perfect, but certainly better than with the lighter rate. Treatment 4 is kind of a standard. This is revolver at 9 ounces per acre. Again, it was applied back in early November, and today is in late March. Again, pretty good poa control, but not 100%. I would say about 80 or 85% control. And so obviously, if you want a better control, you have to come back with something else as a sequential application. 5 is Exonerate or Amicarbazone. This was applied at 2 ounces per acre. We applied this in February, and then again 3 weeks later. And as I've seen many times in the past, outside of an overseeding situation or possibly in a bent grass scenario, putting amicarbazone or Exonerate on a non-competing poa plant normally doesn't do very well, and that's the results we see here. The treatment 6 is a 3-way combination of the 3 previous treatments. So it's curb at 1/4 pound AI, revolver at 9 ounces, and then again the Exonerate 2 ounces. And this was only applied one time, and it was applied back in mid-December of 2022. Again, pretty good control in that 80 to 85% range. Not perfect, but certainly better than any of the 3 combination treatments by themselves. Now, by far the best treatment we had this year was the same herbicides, being curb at 1/4 pound AI, revolver at 9 ounces, and then Exonerate 2 ounces per acre. But this particular plot was applied 3 times. It was applied in mid-December, mid-January, and mid-February of 2022 and 2023. I should have mentioned this is a Tiff Eagle Bermuda grass golf green. Excellent control for not only poa, but for all the other broadleaf weeds that I mentioned earlier. Treatment 8 is Syncor, applied at 4 ounces per acre, then watered in. This was applied back in early November of 2022. Again, some reduction in poa and some broadleaf weeds, but not to the level that most commercial turf grass producers would like to see. Treatment 9 also is Syncor at 4 ounces, but this was applied in early January. A little bit better control than applying it back in November, but as with the one in November, if you put out Syncor in January, you would have to either tank mix it with something else or follow up with another application of something else, because by itself, with just one application, again, we're not at commercial acceptable levels. Now, treatment 10 and our final treatment here is Negate. Negate's a combination of rimsulfuron and metsulfuron. It's applied at 1.5 ounces of product per acre. Again, this was applied one time back in early November, and again we're in late March as we filmed this. Again, poa control is very good in that 90 to 95% range. but we have had some subsequent germination of some broadleaf weeds, and again, mainly these broadleaves are chickweed, henbit, and possibly some parsley Pierre. So again, as far as pore control, this particular treatment did a very good job. But obviously, if you get broadleaf weeds also into your turf grass, you're gonna have to address those later on. Okay, as a summary of this particular trial, again, plots were applied starting back in November of 2022, and again, we're in late March. By far, the best treatment was three-way combination of Exonerate 2 ounces, Revolver at 9 ounces, and also Curb at 1/4 pound AI per acre, and applied 3 times, being mid-December, January, and February. Gave us the best control of everything, not only pore, but again, the broadleaf weeds. Second best treatment would be the Negate. Again, the Negate was applied on 1 time back in early November at 1.5 ounces per acre. Did a very good job on the pore, but some subsequent broadleaf germination did come in and kind of mar the plots.